If a bus travels 1.2 kilometers while accelerating from rest to 32 meters per second, calculate the acceleration and the time. So the first thing we do is we draw a line down the middle and start to write down what we know. So what do we know? We write down the usual 5 variables and we start going through them. Do we know the initial speed? Well, yes, it starts from rest, so the 0 in there, meters per second of course. Final speed will be 32 meters per second. The acceleration is what we're being asked to work out first of all. The displacement we know is 1.2 kilometers, so 1.2 kilometers, which we convert into meters, so it's 1,200 meters. And the time, of course, is what we're also being asked to work out. So we'll do the acceleration first, since it's the first thing that's asking us to do. And as usual, we shall write down our equations. So v equals u plus at, s equals ut plus a half at squared, and v squared equals u squared plus 2as. So looking at what we know u, v and s, and we want a. So we want an equation with no t in it, and there is only one, so we have to use this equation to work out a. So let's do that. V squared equals u squared plus 2as. So the v was 32 squared equals u squared plus 2 times the acceleration a times the displacement of 1,200. So that part is 0, that's okay. So 32 squared, let's just do this. 32 squared, 1024. So 1024 divided by 2 times 1200 equals a. If you don't see how I've done that, just pause it just now and go back and see if you can figure it out. So the acceleration a is equal to 1024 divided by 2400, and that is 0.426666. I'm going to round that to 0.43 meters per second squared. Now the second part of the question, you're going to work out the time that it takes. So we could use this equation here to work out the time. So v equals u plus at. The v, which we know is 32, equals the initial speed 0 plus the acceleration which we have just worked out, 0.43 times the time t. So t will equal 32 divided by 0.43. And we use our calculator. 32 divided by 0.43, and that gives us 74.4, let's just call it 74 seconds. And that's that question complete.